Hey there everybody, Aaron here. Welcome to another episode of Gideon's Tactical. Today we're going to be doing an overview on the Fenix Headband. This is an awesome little setup that allows you to not only your Fenix lights, but other lights of similar sizes, mount your flashlight onto your head with a headband and then use it basically as a headlamp. So it turns your handheld flashlight into a headband. So if you're trying to cut down on weight, or you just have a really small pack, you're trying to get as much stuff in as you can have a headband and a flashlight in one, basically, for one price. Right around 20 bucks is what these headbands go for. Just kind of showing it to you here. I got two. I got my Fenix E21, big old monster here on one side. I got my Fenix E11 here on the other. They are 360 degrees rotatable, the little mounts, and the adjustable headband, so I can point up in the air, point it down near the ground, point it straight ahead, have the other one. So it comes with two of these mounts, as well as a band that we'll show you in a second that goes over your head that will hold two spare batteries as well. So let's get out there. I'll begin to show you some of the specs on the Fenix Headband.
Okay, so let's look at the little feature that really makes this Fenix Headband really stand out from the crowd from a lot of those other modular, headbands for flashlights that are out there, say from Nite Ize or other companies, that say that they can hold a plethora of flashlights, and they're good, kind of to modulate and turn your flashlight into a headlamp. This Fenix Headband really kind of sets itself apart from the crowd from everything that I've seen and used on several backpacking trips and overnighters and things like that, is this little mechanism that you see right up here. Now this mechanism is attached to the headband just by feeding it through those two little clamps you can see there. You can take it off if you so desire, or you can feed it horizontally through this way as well if you want to. Then it comes with one and two of these, so you can have two headlamps pointed in two different directions, or two flashlights pointed in two different directions, depending on what you want to do, or just one, whatever you prefer. So what this is, what it has on the back here is just a little Phillips head screwdriver that helps keep this nice and tight, the rotation axis of 360 degrees of the little mount that holds your flashlight into place. It has little tiny clicks everywhere you go. So it holds it very, very secure in place, very, very stiff, definitely tough and tight. And then this little door, this little trap door that clamps onto the flashlight. Now this door, and this is where your flashlight goes, that we'll show you in just a second, holds flashlights that are in diameter of 18 millimeters to 24 millimeters. So those are the diameter of the flashlights. We have, for examples here, the E11 and the E21 from Fenix, both great flashlights previously reviewed here on Gideon's Tactical. The E11 fits perfectly, no problem, no complaints at all. The E21 is right on the verge of being too big. It fits, but it's almost too big. It's about the same size as your average, introductory mag lights that you would get at Walmart for like $8 or whatever. So the diameter will do 18 to 22 millimeters for the flashlights to fit inside here. You can see it has just this little toggle with a little screw that just feeds right into the side here. So I'm going to totally remove this to put on the E21. And you can see here now the door opens up, real nice strong hinge there, and it's got some rubberized checkering to make sure that the flashlight doesn't fly out once you've cranked it down. So you would just place your flashlight into place right there, close the door. Now you can see that it's almost too big. That door is starting to kind of get a little bit crooked, but this is designed in such a way so that it can handle some of those bigger flashlights that like what you see here. And I can crank this down. I still got plenty, it's definitely bit in several turns, and now it's cranked in pretty good. Again, a nice little steel pin as well. It's not plastic or something, to keep it secure, so it's not going to bend or break right away if you are cranking it down really hard. Just don't crank down super hard on it. But you can see very nice and snug. It's not coming out when I try and pull, and now it's the Fenix E21 is locked into place right there. Then if I want to put on the other one and have it on the other side, I would just take the other one, run my Fenix E11 through, and you can see that one's much easier to do. Clamp that down. You can see there's almost no space right here between the windows opening and the body of the mechanism. You just twist that down nice and tight, get it nice and secure here, almost there. There we go. Now it's locked into place. I can tilt it any direction. It's going to stay very secure, and it's not going to come out when I try and tug or pull on it, and I can mount it. So now I have the Fenix E21 attached to my headband, and then if I want to, I can put the Fenix E11 and attach that to my headband. This is definitely the preferred design. You know, it's just lighter weight. It's not going to be so heavy on your head, you know, while you're walking around with it. The Fenix E21 starts to get a little cumbersome, so I'd recommend something around this size. You know, this is a great little flashlight. You can check out a review of the Fenix E11. I know they just came out with the Fenix E12 as well as another great option that will fit perfectly. So let's go ahead and look at some other features on this headband. So one of the excellent features that comes with the headband is this little case that attaches to the side of the headband that will carry 2 separate batteries for backup, which is awesome. So you can either throw it in your pack if you want to, just to keep your batteries from fumbling around all over the place, or you can obviously have it attached to your head so that they're right there, very accessible. They have little O-rings to kind of keep them watertight, you know, and keep them from collecting moisture inside the batteries. Here's a AA battery, just fits right inside there. Then you just screw it on. Very simple. So you can do AA, AAA. You can do some of those specialty batteries that will not hold C and D batteries, so don't even try. That would be pretty crazy to be carrying on your head anyway. But very nice little extra feature. You just screw it on right there, and you can attach it either to just the side headband right here. The side headband will just flip that way, and then this is the upper strap that goes over the top of your head that will attach there as well. So multiple options of how to carry 2 spare batteries with the Fenix headband.
Alright, so here's the little Fenix headlamp again. The attachment, you can see here I'm rotating it, it's locking into place, pointing it farther out if I need to see a little further, or up close. So I'm going to tilt it down to almost a 90-degree angle from my head, and then we'll look down here at my pack, and I can easily look inside my pack, do what I need to, get in here, see where my keys are, or, you know, get into my water bottle, or whatever I would need to do, you know, and then afterwards look back up and tilt out, and then I can see out if I, you know, heard a noise, or, you know, I need to look out there and see, you know, where I'm going to be walking, or, you know, whatever. And it's really nice that I can do that. You know, rotate it 360 degrees, this E11 on the head strap, and it's nice and secure and isn't going to, you know, flop all over the place, and just awesome. I just love using this, and it's basically eliminated my need to buy headlamps in the future. Alright guys, so you've seen the ins and outs of these Fenix headband. I love it. It's awesome. It has eliminated the need in my survival kit for a headlamp. I just don't have a need for it. Headlamps are cool. If I'm doing car camping maybe or something like that and I want a secondary flashlight, you know, in my hand and then the headlamp on me, cool. But honestly, this does the trick for 90% of what I ever would need a headlamp to do. Now all I have to have is my handheld flashlight. I usually just do, excuse me, this side, the Fenix E11, and have that in my survival kit. You know, lasts a long time, only takes 1 AA battery, and, you know, if the battery wears out, I got the 2, you know, extra little pods to hold the 2 spare batteries. I can either hold it in my hand, or if I need hands-free, I just put the band on and we're good to go. Cuts down on weight, cuts down on price, and it's modular, so I can do a lot of different headlamps, or excuse me, flashlights, turning them into headlamps. So Fenix headband, home run, 10 out of 10. Buy it, use it, you'll love it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay equipped, stay prepared. We'll see you out there.